This is for all the new cop watchers, auditors, and activists who say, oh, I would never give up my ID, or oh, they would never trespass me off public buildings. I know they wouldn't. Yes, they can and they will. They have false arrests every single day because they don't get in trouble for it. So I want you to take a look at this video. The people that are in this video are still suffering from this arrest to this very day. This happened a little less than a year ago, and they are still suffering and still having to deal with it, and still almost in bankruptcy because of it. Check out this video from Carolina and Fort Worth, and be careful because this could happen to you. Hey guys, we have so much to be thankful for because we're American and we're free. In America, we have it so great. We have so much freedom here. We really don't have a lot of freedom. At least I don't think they do in Polk County, Texas, because that's where this situation is taking place. And I need to ask you all, do you guys have a different constitution than the rest of us Americans do? Because the people in your county seem to be really dumb. It's either you're dumb or the people you elected are dumb, or you're just too dumb to get them out of office. Because, well, you're fixing to find out. This story begins with two small YouTube channels out of Livingston, Texas. They're so small, they're not making any money yet. And the goal is to teach people about their rights and to expose government corruption. Be glad you don't own one of these two channels, because if you did, you'd be sitting in a Polk County jail, and your bond would be set at $100,000. Yes, that's what I said. $100,000. This is Melanie McCory, and this is Brandon White. And at the Polk County Jail, underneath their mugshots, it says engaging in organized criminal activity and a false report. We're just going to actually look at that criminal activity and understand what that is first, because that's the one that set at $100,000 bond.
Hi, I'm criminal defense attorney Tim Powers, serving Denton and Collin County, and when one is charged with engaging in organized criminal activity, sometimes they don't even know what that charge means. And it's very, very simple. If there are three people working in concert for one criminal episode, and they're all working together, they can be charged with engaging in organized criminal activity. A lot of people, when that charge is named or listed, a lot of people think of the Mafia or RICO Act, but quite honestly, it can be very, very simple as three young adults in an apartment complex. One is driving a car and two are working each side of the parking lot, breaking into cars and seeing what they can get out of them. Engaging in organized criminal activity actually raises the offense one level. So if somebody, for example, is breaking into cars, burglary of a motor vehicle, that's typically a Class A misdemeanor with a punishment range of a maximum of a year in jail and a $4,000 fine. But if three people are working together in a one criminal episode and charged with engaging, that actually elevates it one grade to what they call a state jail felony. So now each individual potentially is looking at up to 2 years in the state jail and a fine not to exceed $10,000.
So thank goodness we have an arrest affidavit, the arrest warrant, and a video of the actual crime. Are you ready for this? So the two channel owners who have been sitting in jail since February 2nd, plus two more, decide to go out and do some cop watching. What is cop watching? Cop watchers go out on foot or driving patrols in their communities and record interactions between the police and suspects and civilians. Cop watchers hope that monitoring police activity will provide a deterrent against police misconduct. But that didn't work here because they're in jail with $100,000 bonds. This document, signed by Leon Middleton and John Wells, lays out the alleged crime. And this document is a complaint, and it alleges that the group got together to conspire to do this crime of stalking a uniformed police officer. Stalking. It lists no other criminal acts other than the alleged stalking. We know that they were just really cop watching, which could be construed as stalking. However, I'm going to prove to you in just a minute that the police did know that they were cop watching. This is the probable cause section of the affidavit. It lists no crimes whatsoever, but it does say this, that the actions of this group caused Reyes and Simmons to be afraid for their lives. I'd like to point out that this is not a traffic stop. This is a car containing 4 occupants. They are the 2 people in jail plus 2 others. Officer Simmons boldly walked up to this parked vehicle, went to the driver's side window and asked for his driver's license. He does not appear afraid or scared at all, and he doesn't seem to fear for his life whatsoever. The same will be true when Officer Reyes appears. Yeah, and in the affidavit, they said the driver was wearing a bulletproof vest with ammunition. It's actually a photographer's vest with photography stuff.
No, no understand.
¿No hablas español?
Uno momento. Somebody will be here shortly. ¿Licencio?
¿Qué dice?
Just a second.
¿Qué es eso?
I don't know what you're saying. But give me 1 second, we'll find out.
Sí.
Am I being detained or can I step out of the car? Simmons?
They say they don't speak English, so I'm trying to find out
I mean, somebody that
why
does
they're
speak
here,
English
what they're
should ask
doing,
you a
why they're
question.
being suspicious.
Hello, how y'all doing?
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y usted?
Bien, pues no sé qué está haciendo el señor aquí.
Yo soy oficial Reyes con el departamento de Livingston.
¿Livingston?
Con el departamento de Livingston.
Ah, ok, sí, ya.
And so just recording. You have a weapon on you, sir?
I don't care if he has a weapon, but
Reyes points out the recording, which could mean they're cop watchers. And Simmons says he doesn't care about a weapon, so he's definitely not afraid.
I don't care if he has a weapon, but why are they following the police around? Why are they acting suspicious? Who are they?
Reyes and Simmons step away for a little powwow. During the conference, Reyes points out to Simmons that Brandon White is in the car. He is a known cop watcher, because he's from Livingston, of course. When they come back to the car, Simmons seems relieved. Now he knows he's just being cop watched and not stalked.
Who's Mr. White?
People are calling and saying.
Which one?
Mr. Popular.
Right here?
How you doing, Mr. White?
Did y'all get some phone calls?
No.
The reason you're Oh, showing okay. light in my eyes, it's kind of bright.
Yes, sir. That's the way I can see through the
I just
window.
remember stuff.
Oh.
And obviously,
Well, now I know who you are. So I will be happy to let you go. But,
Oh, you know who this guy is.
huh?
Interesting.
let him explain to you what he's telling you.
I already explained it to him. I already told him that when I walked up to the window.
No. What I'm trying to say is, the reason why he needs to identify you is because he doesn't know who you are. I
Yeah.
know who Mr. White is.
Yeah, but the
And you
fun
could be
thing
a-
is,
and you could be a team radioing to another team to commit a crime.
and you know the really fun thing is,
What's that?
Texas Penal Code 3802 throws you in jail if you actually tried to do it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it
but
does.
good luck with that.
Yeah, it actually does.
La luz de los ojos.
Yeah.
Say,
And the
what?
lights on the
luz.
side.
You-
Alright.
yeah.
Well, y'all be safe, okay? Like I
Okay.
said, I didn't know if
La
you were
luz de
lost
los
or not.
ojos. Quítame la luz de los ojos.
You just bought a whole lot of attention for your police
Right there on the
department.
dashboard, like I said, if you're good and y'all just recording for the media purposes that y'all say, like Mr. White says, then you're good.
Now the truth comes out. Reyes is going to give them permission to stalk/cop watch. Remember, they were jailed for stalking, and now they have permission to do it.
If you're good and y'all just recording for the media purposes that y'all say, like Mr. White says, then you're good.
Let's hear that permission one more time.
If you're good and y'all just recording for the media purposes that y'all say, like Mr. White says, then you're good.
Oh, we're not stating anything.
Blue and America First were promptly arrested 2 days later. They spent over a month in jail before our community was able to do some legal maneuvering and have them released. Meanwhile, the people of Polk County and of Livingston have not been so nice. They don't understand why anybody would want to watch police, because police are here to protect you and they will lay their lives down for you. Thus, both Blue and America First have had job losses and hours cut, creating a huge financial burden on their family. In addition, Melanie was assigned to pretrial conditions, which means she had to go for drug testing and weekly probation meetings that she had to pay for. And because they lost one of their cars, she had to walk every single week to these appointments. Lawyer has been no help and had never filed a motion to have these conditions removed. Obviously, he's working with the court, hoping that she'll miss one of these meetings so they can scoop her up and arrest her again. There have been changes in court dates where she had to find those court date changes out from her bonds people, not from her lawyer. Meanwhile, HBO Matt and Four Corners went back home to South Texas. After Blue and America First were arrested, they found out that they had arrest warrants on them too. Had to come up with $10,000 apiece for their bonds and lawyer fees. This has caused financial hardship on both their families too. Wake up, community. Here's the deal. All the people that participated in these affidavits to have these people arrested know that these are false allegations, and they know they can't be won in court, and they know that they're going to have to dismiss them. So why would they do it? Well, look what happened to the people. All of them are nearly bankrupt. They're probably not going to cop watch again for a while in Livingston. They won. Even though they lost the case, they won. So it's true. You can beat the rap, but not the ride. And if you're not careful out there, this is going to happen to you. Here comes the ball to your court, John Wells. You signed the arrest warrant. You trusted but did not verify. Okay, John Wells, this is going to be the biggest test of your career. You were on the campaign trail and portrayed yourself as a family man who said it is critical that we elect judges of uncompromising integrity, ethics, and character, and judges who will follow the law and defend the Constitution. Will you do that today? Or hang out with the police at the city of Livingston?